are at Uproar. We're doing an interview with In Fury, and here we all have introduce yourselves.
I'm Carl, play guitar.
I'm Nick, I play drums.
I'm Stacey, I sing.
I'm Dan, I play the other guitar.
I'm Rich, play bass.
There we go. Right, so got a few questions for the local bands. So, where you're from?
So yeah, we kind of advertise ourselves as being from Birmingham.
Good.
But yeah, personally from Dudley.
Wednesbury.
Oh, just outside, a little town called Bewdley.
Bewdley.
Lovely.
I know.
Lovely. Very metal.
Fucking metal.
Even metal.
Yeah, nearly as metal as Clibbery Mortimer.
Nice.
Okay, so what are your influences?
We've all got all different ones, haven't we?
Yeah, I think as a band it's probably quite varied. So everywhere from thrash, death metal, metalcore, gothic metal, stoner and sludge. You know, it's quite an eclectic mix. But
Awesome.
I think writing the music is trying to kind of get a cohesive sound. So it's nice to try and get all that in, but if it doesn't work, it's going to be.
True. Yeah. Everyone feel pretty mutual?
Yeah, we've got a mutual kind of love for a certain type of music, I think.
What are you listening to at the moment, Stacey?
Partway Drive, like different stuff, Lamb all sorts of like hardcore, like Hate Breed, sort of Christian Disorder, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I listen to a lot of different things, like unfortunately. Listen to everything. So like, it just depends on your mood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I think as a band, we kind of go for more of the hard, so try and bring that kind of hard action with metal.
Hey, listen to.
Monuments, Periphery, Animals as Leaders, all the progressive stuff that you can.
Yeah.
Drummers.
Yeah.
I think for myself, it's quite controversial, but as I lay dying, it's been quite a big influence for this band.
Yeah.
But then stuff like King Parrot, big Typo Negative fan and kind of Paradise Lost. So, you know, again, I think as influences come through. I was playing the songs for a friend, and he spotted the Paradise Lost influence straight away, which I just don't hear in this band. But it comes through in your style, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm listening a lot to Crow at the moment.
Crow?
Crow, local band too, mate.
See, when you were mentioning it, I thought you were talking about Crow, the film.
No, going all 90s.
That's your film, yeah.
Fucking
Crow,
love
Midlands as well, mate. Listening to Ultras, love it.
Well, I'm still buzzing off Memoriam from Bloodstock, which is the only band I actually got to see.
It was truly.
Yeah, practice here as well.
And obviously on the side of that, Bolt Thrower, they're the two main bands that I'm listening to at the moment. But I mean, anything from, I won't go into everything, but I think it's quite like the arty stuff like Tool and stuff as well. But
I love Tool. When are they going to release a new album?
It's fine.
We can all appreciate Tool.
ADR, do some ADR, and I'll say Tool.
You Tool.
Additional dialogue recording.
Are there any other bands you feel have a similar sound to you?
I think there's bands that we wish would sound like.
More like it.
Hate Breed, Kill Switch, Parkway Drive, but I wouldn't have the balls to put us in their calibre just yet. I mean, I've played in kind of death metal bands for the best part of the last 20 years, so this time around I wanted to do something a bit more melodic. And I find I'm not particularly a technically accomplished guitarist, so a lot of the stuff I write just tends to be kind of interesting musically. So I think that comes through in a lot of the melody in this band as well.
Okay. Do you feel that there are any differences from rehearsing to playing live?
Definitely. I think you bring it more when you play live.
Yeah.
I think you have to, and you get an energy. I know we go 10 times faster than we should.
Yeah, there's a nerves thing.
There's a nerves thing. Well, there was at the first gig.
Yeah.
But I think hopefully we'll settle in and we'll bring it, won't we?
Just excited for it now, mate.
Yeah.
It's all tidy,
You're going to move.
We remember what's that?
Yeah. Get everyone to come to the front. Stop standing at the back on your phone. So what was the last thing you listened to? Literally the last thing you listened to?
Magnetic Man on the way here.
Magnetic Man?
Yeah.
That's the band name, is it?
That is the band name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Electronic wouldn't have heard me say.
I don't know, I had bloody radio on. I had absolute radio on.
Yeah.
I think it was Alice in Chains actually.
Fucking
Tune,
awesome.
it got me ready.
Which one? Rooster?
I think it was, no, it was bloody Man in the Box.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Fantastic.
I come straight from work, so I was killing some time. Kind of last thing, listened to Mr. Bungle and some Seven Dust as well.
Yeah, good call. I haven't listened to them in ages.
I was just checking out Periphery for the first time, so
I forgot to bring your thing. Yeah.
as,
I was going to bring the album down.
as Dan was going to give me a whole
I'll bring it to the
brand
gig.
new
Yeah,
record.
no, I'll bring it to the gig. I completely forgot. Sorry, mate.
Okay, got a internet question here. Do you see social media as a tool or another barrier lost in the sea of information?
I'll let you back.
Depends how you use it.
Really.
Yeah.
I
Can
think
be both,
it
can't
can
it?
be.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you promote it and use it well, it can be used really, really well. But
Absolutely.
It's a lot of noise.
there is a lot of noise. It's hard to get out there, I think.
Yeah, it's tricky. You know,
It's
like
tricky.
to get into manager mode as
Yeah.
well as
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
and creating, and to switch between the two.
It's a double-edged sword because technology's to the point where you can have a recording studio at home. Social media gives you the platform to get it out there and put it out, but so does everybody else. So I think that's the biggest thing is sticking out from the noise, as somebody put it, and all the rest of the other bands.
Yeah.
It's definitely helped us connect and get a few gigs, hasn't it?
Yeah, I
You've
think
reached
so,
out to a lot of
definitely.
people. We got a few gigs that way.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
band,
yeah.
I think it's a proper useful tool.
Next question. What frustrates you about playing in a band?
Get together, trying to arrange a time on Raw.
It's rotors
Yeah.
and commitments outside of the band as
Yeah,
well.
everything
sometimes.
else outside it.
And I think everybody really wants to give 100%, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes things take over, and it's really about knuckling down and trying to make
Yeah.
it work. I think it has to take an effort, and it's a commitment that you have to make.
It's 70% fun most of the time,
Yeah.
and there's that odd time where it is
And
a
then
bit of work.
obviously
You've got
we've
to
all
put
got
the effort in
different
and big things,
influences
isn't
as
it?
well, and we've all got different ideas, and it's gelling, isn't it, at the end of the
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
And sometimes you might not agree with someone, but it's about making sure that at the end of the day it is your band and you've got
I don't agree.
Yeah. You get smack in the chops.
It's juggling, really, isn't it?
It is,
Life
it's life and
and
that's
band
how it's part,
commitment.
yeah.
It's frustrating getting people to the gigs as well.
Yeah.
The promoters say, we put 5 bands on. If everybody brings 20, 25 people, you're playing to 100 people, which is great in theory, but there's only so many times your mates can come out.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be there's any kind of venues out there that really people go to because there's music on. People only go out to see a mate's band.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see a bit more support from.
I think it's
people
all
that's-
pressure about selling tickets and pay to play and stuff that comes around as well now.
Best live band experience.
A few.
Yeah.
One of mine was White Zombie. It was just, I love the band anyway, but it was just surprisingly how good the gig was.
Yeah.
It was at Wolverhampton many moons ago.
Who's supporting?
Stabbing Westwood, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was something like that. I can't actually remember. I was really drunk. But yeah, that was good, and I remember Korn playing after Villa Leisure Centre, and so and just things that made me get into metal. I mean, I love Fear Factory, so they were one of the first bands I ever seen, and it just made me appreciate that kind of how bloody good they actually were, So it's been quite a few bands that have influenced me. Yeah.
My band, I was going to say Fear Factory, started 2 years ago.
Sorry.
Set, what was it, the whole of the manufacture, played back to back. Fantastic.
I would say either when I saw Slayer many years ago, early 90s it probably was, or the most recent one, which was Clutch in Elizabeth, Quality. Seeing them again this year, and Crowbar in October. So Crowbar opened for Paradise Lost, went to see them as well. So Crowbar, Clutch,
Nice.
The smaller gigs were the best, I think, as well. Like back in the day, you could just go to the Wolverhampton and the Wolverhampton, and then you'd meet them outside as well. It was just really
I think one of my best experiences was seeing Skunk and Nancy at the Wolverhampton Civic Hall.
Yeah.
I think it makes a big difference having a singer, front person that can kind of reach out to the crowd, no matter the size of the venue. I remember seeing Skin kind of crowd surfing to the mixing desk and climbing up around the balcony. People like Benji from Skindred, you can be playing a small venue down the road, or it could be a festival, and he'll still reach out and kind of, it feels like he's connected with everybody in the audience and talking to them. And then Ginger from the Wild Hearts as well. I think he's such an entertaining frontman, and the banter between songs is just as entertaining as some of themselves. So anybody with a good front person.
Nice.
Big band Devin Townsend project. It was just, the whole show itself was, it was so good.
Yeah.
And then local band Straight from the Sun, they are like the best local band round here at the minute.
Okay.
Second best.
Okay, this last one, last question. When you practice, make a new song, is everything planned out, or does the moment, of being creative in the moment, does that happen? Like, is it always a set format, or is there the free flow as
Really,
well?
a bit of a free flow. Some will have an idea,
Yeah.
bring it to the band. Some get followed up, some don't. Some will inspire someone else to do something. I think that's why our latest track's probably my favourite. It was an idea originally by Carl, mixed up with some riffs that Rich had, put it together with some stuff that I did, and everyone obviously nicked us to drums, Stay sorts the vocals. So it's the one that's really a bit of all of us in it.
Yeah.
But that tends to represent, fairly safe to say, there's always a bit of everyone and everything.
Yeah.
But there's certainly no real structure to it, certainly no plan.
Cool.
I think what we tend to do as well, I mean, I do write most lyrics, but I show them out to the guys and see, what they think. Carl has an input on a lot of the music, because he's brought a lot of the ideas previous, and I think then we just kind of try and make our own influences and bring it, like you said, and bring it all together. But, we're pretty good band. If someone doesn't like something, we often say, and we try and, but generally it's all been positive, so.
Leave your ego at the door, isn't it? No one gets offended if it's not
Pretty
working.
I tend to be a little different, so I prefer writing at home. I'm not kind of great at improvising stuff.
Right.
Sometimes moments of kind of madness appear and I come up with something, but generally I like to kind of write at home. I like to try and make the stuff I write quite dynamic as well, in terms of kind of tempo and kind of light and shade.
Yeah.
So I like to probably sit down and kind of structure a little bit more and take a bit more of a fully fledged idea to the rest of the album. And everybody puts their pieces on it then and makes it their own.
Absolutely.
But that for me seems to be the best way.
Cool. All right. You got a gig coming up, haven't you?
Saturday.
Yeah. So tell us about the gig.
It's at the O2, 3 Academy, Birmingham.
Yeah.
Supporting Illyrian, isn't it? The
Illyrian, yeah.
coming up there.
So Valerian, Recall the Remains,
Those Snakes.
Snakes and Void Lurker, and us.
Yeah.
Void Lurker,
Should be a good one.
Cool.
Brilliant, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Should have an EP
So come
later
down.
on this year as well.
An EP later on this year. We'll keep posting for that. How much are the tickets?
Saturday, £6.
Fantastic.
It's bank holiday, so no excuses.
Yeah, bank
2
holiday.
days to go.
It's Saturday,
The,
so let's get annihilated.
The next
Get a
couple of gigs
hangover
after
and-
that as well.
Yeah, you got a few.
We've got 2 gigs at the Foundry in Dudley, one on September the 15th, and then the Halloween gig, the Dead Bangers Ball, which is kind of Eyes of the Ravens signature gig, and that's October 27th.
Fantastic.
And keep an eye on Fury.co.uk.
You heard it in fury.co.uk, motherfucker.
Fly!